Did you feel he was broken after he didn't get that finish?
I never felt he was broken because he was so dangerous at the whole time. But in the third round, when I started landing those jabs, when he started finding his back foot, I knew something was different.
Ilia Topuria will look back and go, why didn't I let him up?
What about that 1 minute between the rounds? If Ilia had to come out with that 1 minute when they were looking at him and he said he couldn't see, Justin might have stopped him right then. Ilia had a full minute to completely recover that he should have gotten. Inexperienced doctor.
They overruled doctor who may not have been as experienced in this.
Mark said it was an inexperienced doctor. You gotta let them fight.
Gotta let them fight.
If they want to fight, you gotta let them.
On June 14th, Ilia Topuria entered the UFC White House event as one of the most feared fighters in the world. Many believed he was simply too skilled, too confident, and too complete to be beaten. But by the end of the night, the entire narrative had changed. Instead of celebrating another dominant victory, fans were asking how Justin Gaethje managed to turn the fight around. According to Gaethje, there was a pivotal moment when the momentum shifted. And from that point on, the fight was never the same.
Times I don't go in with the expectation, so that way I can never, be surprised. And that's just the way I compete. And, he took the opposite approach. And I said it before on your show, when we go to 2, when we go to 3, you're going to be in hell. And that's where he was.
Oh, are you walking people into your punches without them knowing it?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why their face is so messed up, because I'm creating those angles and taking advantage of those half beats. Everything happens, everything in life, all the fights, it's in a specific beat. It's pop, pop, pop. If you can pop them and catch them halfway between, then, that is the game. That's the game that I'm playing in there the whole time. And it's so scientific, and it's so artistic, and it's so hard to see with the human eye. Even, all the years that I've done this, nobody has grasped the concept that there's a method to the madness, a method to the chaos, and I'm creating situations, and that's how I fight.
Yeah, you're an expert, brother, and now you're the world champ for good reason, and the world got to see it. Made a foreign lad throw in the towel in the front lawn of the White House on America's 250th birthday. That's a huge thing. It was very late. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch it live. Okay? While you were trying to read that Declaration of Independence, I fell asleep. Okay, it was during your walk.
So I was alive for you, baby.
Yes, you were, for all of us, brother. We watched it the next morning. It was awesome, dude. It was electrifying. The event, obviously spectacular. Great way for it to wrap up with you. You should be the main event of every fight. We should say you have a 6-month ban from fighting, for medical, basically. You're not allowed.
What makes Justin Gaethje's explanation so compelling is that he doesn't credit the victory solely to power or toughness. Instead, he points to timing. According to Gaethje, the difference came down to the small details, angles, rhythm, and split-second reactions that often go unnoticed by casual fans. While the fight may have looked like pure chaos from the outside, he insists there was a clear strategy behind his approach. Rather than chasing an early finish, Gaethje focused on creating openings, forcing mistakes, and applying relentless pressure. As the rounds progressed, that calculated approach gradually wore Ilia Topuria down, making the damage increasingly difficult to overcome.
Gaethje's immediate reaction after beating Ilia Topuria.
Trying to enjoy this moment, and yeah, it was such a crazy ride. We had a lot of delays. A couple of the rehearsal. Again, I wouldn't recommend this to my enemy. We are some of the toughest people on this earth. Those body shots were crazy. I mean, he was really, really fast, but when he didn't get the finish at the end of the second round, I think it really took his spirit. And, again, I said it in the press conference leading up. I was like, he really backed himself into a corner saying he's going to be so dominant. And I said it. When we go to the second round, you're going to be like, what the fuck? When we go to the third round, you're going to be like, what the fuck? And, that's what I did tonight.
Did you feel he was broken after he didn't get that finish?
I never felt he was broken because he was so dangerous at the whole time. But in the third round, when I started landing those jabs, when he started finding his back foot, I knew something was different.
Justin Gaethje made it clear that this was far from an easy fight. He acknowledged that Ilia Topuria remained dangerous throughout the contest. But as the rounds progressed, Gaethje adapted, identified key openings, built momentum, and gradually took control of the fight.
Expectations, I had none. I thought he was going to be faster, thought he'd be stronger, I thought he'd hit a lot harder. I always tell myself they're better than me. And, it makes me push myself. Like I need to push myself to be the best that I can be, to perform at the best level.
Feels damn good.
Justin Gaethje's mindset sets him apart from many fighters. Rather than assuming he is the superior athlete, he prepares as though every opponent is faster, stronger, and more dangerous than he is. That approach keeps him disciplined, focused, and ready to adapt to any challenge inside the octagon.
Justin Gaethje against Paddy Pimblett. I think that he's gonna.
You think Paddy's gonna beat Justin Gaethje?
Easy.
Wow. Really easy?
Yeah, easy.
Really easy?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a crazy thing to say because Justin Gaethje's a fucking animal.
Yeah, but he doesn't know how to grapple, and Paddy knows.
But he's a Division I wrestler. He knows how to grapple. You don't think he knows how to grapple? He just chooses not to. He chooses to stand and fight.
I don't think so. Did you ever saw him submitting someone?
I don't believe he's ever submitted someone, but I think that's because he likes to just crush people. He likes to bang it out and fight. He used to fight.
What everyone likes is to dominate people and to win as soon as possible. If you have the ability to submit someone as soon as you can, you would do it.
I think that's your mindset. I think Justin Gaethje's mindset is to be the most violent person alive. The thing is, man, don't think that Justin Gaethje can't win. Like, anybody can lose in an MMA fight. People get hit. Like in Ilia Topuria, one of his early fights, Herbert caught him with a head kick in the first round. Dustin is always just trying to... This is a dangerous guy. He's a dangerous guy for anybody. He's always moving forward, trying to smash you. He leg kicks you from inside the clinch. People forget it. Gaethje's a warhammer, dude. That guy loves battles. It's not like this tactical take a chance here, take a chance there. No, everything's take a chance. It's like from the very beginning of the fight. Way he fought, you're like, good Lord.
Yeah, he fights savage.
Like a pit bull.
For years, critics have focused on Justin Gaethje's perceived weaknesses, his wrestling, his submission defense, and other technical limitations. But Joe Rogan believes those discussions overlook what truly makes Gaethje exceptional. According to Rogan, his greatest weapon is relentless pressure, constant forward movement, a willingness to engage, and the ability to force opponents into uncomfortable exchanges, gradually wear them down. Over time, that pressure takes a toll not only physically but mentally. Every fighter eventually reaches a point where the battle becomes more difficult than expected, and many believe that is exactly what happened to Ilia Topuria.
Yeah, Ilia's in the hospital. He's busted up. You know, I'm not a doctor, but his eye looked like he probably has a broken orbital. I don't know that's not a fact, but I'm just assuming. And my plans for him are to go home and rest and recover and take his time. And you know, tonight was a rough night for him. I just want to make sure he's healthy and good, and not even thinking about him fighting again. Just want him to go home and relax.
Everything changed when Dana White revealed that Ilia Topuria had been taken to the hospital following the fight. The conversation immediately shifted from rankings and title implications to his recovery, as fans began wondering just how serious the damage really was.
The main event was the greatest fight of all time. It literally was the greatest fight of all time. Because the guy that won it, Justin Gaethje, was in many books 6-1 favorite, 6-1 underdog rather, which is crazy odds for a guy that was a interim lightweight champion, fought the best of the best, one of the best to ever do it, BMF champion. I mean, just super durable, real dangerous guy. And that's how good Ilia Topuria is. That's how good Ilia Topuria is. Ilia Topuria, in many people's eyes, is the most skilled of the new generation, and the new generation is the most skilled of all time. And Ilia was like the top of the mountain. And most people thought that he was going to be too much, and he was too much for a while. And he almost took Justin out in the second round. And then Justin rallied. And then Ilia, it looked like he got really damaged in either the first or the second round, and he was having real trouble seeing out of one of his eyes. And then Justin started landing bombs in the third round. Ilia had slowed down quite a bit. It looked like he had really tried to finish Justin in the second. And sometimes when you try to finish a guy, you just hit the gas way too much and you can't recover in between rounds. And Justin recovered, and Justin started battering Ilia in the third and fourth. And by the end of the fourth round, Ilia quit on his stool. He couldn't see out of either eye. He had gotten kneed into the body real bad when he was on the ground. Like Justin, like literally Justin had him down with his two hands and just smashed a knee into his rib cage, and you could see him go like that, and that was the end of the round. And then he had to retire on his stool. And made like,
You think he broke a rib?
that probably could have happened, but I think maybe more significantly was the eye damage. Both of his eyes were swollen shut. His nose was fucked up. He'd taken so many punches to the face, and it looked like perhaps orbital damage, like maybe he had a fractured orbital, because his whole thing had just swollen up on both sides. He was unrecognizable. And, you know, the guy hung in there as long as he could. But when you can't see, you can't see. And when you're that battered, sometimes it's smart to stop. And he's a very smart guy, and I think he realized, like, I can't defend myself right now.
Joe Rogan's breakdown highlights something many fans often overlook. Fight-ending damage doesn't always happen in a single moment. More often, it builds gradually, one clean shot after another. As the punishment accumulates, swelling, pain, fatigue, and impaired vision can begin to affect a fighter's performance. Even the most skilled athletes eventually reach a point where their bodies can no longer respond the way they want. That doesn't mean they've lost their ability or their determination. It simply reflects the physical limits of enduring sustained damage inside the octagon.